I was thug before there was thug life. And we used to rob people every night. I went home from jail one night. My mother came and got me, and she was in there praying. She said, "Oh God, I'm so tired of getting this boy out of jail. Will you save him before he kills himself?" So I went back upstairs and I said, "Okay, God, if you exist, show yourself right now." Something really grabbed my heart, and I said, "Whoa, this you, God?" I realized that the power of the gospel is the only thing that's going to bring transformation. I wanted to take the message of the gospel back into my community because there is where a lot of folk were hurting. What I found is the NAS gave me a structured way of studying the Bible that I use to this day, which is get into the Word, memorize the Word, meditate on what you memorize, and the whole gamut, the whole word hand deal. And so that's what I've been using for approaching 50 years now.
The Navigators helped me grow with just one-on-one time. Eugene just taking the time to spend with me, just love on me, accept me, and then challenge me. The darkest moments in my life kind of came at the same time that I was searching for God. My best friend committed suicide my freshman year in college. I probably almost had a nervous breakdown that semester. I wanted God, but I wanted the world, and the world had a strong pull. So when that happened with my friend, it was just like, well, you have to pick a side. There isn't really an in-between in this thing. So I went to a Bible study. It really pushed me towards community. It pushed me towards God. I felt like God wanted me to do something more with my life. And I think meeting the Navigators just helped me to realize, all right, this is a part of what God has for you. So, I jumped on board immediately with what the Navigators stood for. Discipleship, evangelism, just helping people grow in their walk with Christ.
Meeting O at Howard, he was a young student, young business student. We were in the Bible study together. We were recruiting young guys together. He got a couple of guys under him, and I was trying to coach him how to work with them, and then they were trying to get people. So the whole multiplying process had started.
So just for me to have somebody pouring into my life while I poured out, that's where I really found my growth.
When I was about 6, my parents had got divorced. My thing was with my dad, like, how could you let this happen? How could you not be there for myself and my mom? That has been my biggest hurt in life. Just feeling abandoned. I was just angry my dad wasn't around, or someone wasn't around to show me or give me answers or tell me, how to live life. Things didn't make sense. I was at church one day. This guy was like, "Hey, come to Bible study." I said, "Cool." That's where I met O. And ever since then, things have really changed. O has poured into me a lot. I would have never guessed in my life I would have met a guy and we would have this type of relationship.
One of the things I learned from the Navigators is this idea of generations and multiplying your life. So I've been meeting with Godwin for 3 years now. For me to be at an intersection of his life, that's meaningful to me. Very, very meaningful to me. And so I wouldn't trade the opportunity to do that for the world. There's a huge need for discipleship.
The NAS make the relationship a key part, because only when it's life on life are you going to get those kind of results.
Primarily, it's going to be through discipleship that we actually see a big impact in our communities.
And no greater thing can a man do than to lay down his life for his friends.